Good evening, Five fans, and a warm welcome to viewers at home joining us live and exclusive on Sky Sports Friday Fight Night from the Newport Leisure Centre here in Wales. You now join us for our feature presentation. Please welcome firstly to the ring, Don Broadhurst.
Well, he does come to the ring first. They could have done it either way round, really, because they're both champions, and both of their titles are on the line here. Don Broadhurst is a Commonwealth champion. Lee Haskins is the British champion. Broadhurst from Birmingham, a sweet stylist of a boxer. He calls himself the Don, so he shares his nickname with the greatest batsman ever to play Test cricket, Australia's Don Bradman, and if he is, well, a 1/10 as successful in his chosen sport, he'll be laughing.
Well, he's a good fighter, neat boxer, boxed with him many times, and he brings that experience into the ring with him.
Very confident as well.
And now, Five fans, please welcome to the ring from Bristol, Lee Haskins.
Very interesting fighter, Lee Haskins. He's a puncher, bit of a slugger, can be wild, can be erratic. Never quite know what to expect. He can run out of fizz as well. And in all the verbals and pushing and shoving at that weigh-in yesterday, he said, I'm going to teach Don Broadhurst some respect. Broadhurst's response to that is, I'm humble, he's arrogant. You'll understand that these two don't particularly like each other and are unlikely to be sending each other Christmas cards.
No, I don't think so. There's a lot at stake here, but he is in good form, Lee Haskins. Winning his last three and a good stoppage against Ross Bergenshaw last time out, where he had it all his own way.
So for this double title fight, let's see what the tail of the tape tells us. Haskins a year older, he's a little bit taller and will have a significant reach advantage if he can use it against the stylist. Broadhurst 8 stone 3 pounds, right on the limit. Haskins a little under. Haskins has had more fights at a better level. Broadhurst has beaten some fairly obscure Africans in his Commonwealth reign. Better knockout percentage for Haskins, 48%, but Broadhurst, with his big amateur pedigree and skills, is a 4-to-1 on favourite with the bookmakers. The draw, if you want, it's 33-1. Haskins 11-4 against. Some might find that tempting.
This contest is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control in association with the Commonwealth Council. Your steward in charge is John Rees, QC. Your medical officer, David Davis. Your timekeeper, David Walters. The judges at ringside are Mark Green of Romford, Ian John Lewis of Gillingham, and John Keane of Wellingborough. And when the action begins, your referee from Twickenham will be Marcus McDonald. And now, Five fans, Fran Maloney in association with proud sponsors StanJames.com, Red Square Vodka, BBE Britannia, Boxing, CYC and TIG Hair Products for Men proudly present tonight's main event. 12 3-minute rounds for the Super Flyweight Championships of Britain and the Commonwealth. Introducing to you firstly in the red corner, wearing the black trunks, he fights out of Birmingham and weighs in on the championship limit of 8 stone 3 pounds. He enters the ring with an unbeaten 11-5 professional record. 11 wins, 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing to you your reigning Commonwealth Super Flyweight Champion, Don, the Don Broadhurst. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the purple trunks with black trim. He fights out of Bristol and weighs in at 8 stone 2 pounds and 8 ounces. He enters the ring with a 21-5 professional record, 19 wins. 10 of those wins come by way of knockout against only 2 defeats. He enters the ring as a former Commonwealth Flyweight Champion, but tonight he is your reigning British Super Flyweight Champion, Lee Haskins. 12 3-minute rounds. Boxers, please.
guys, I spoke to you both in the dressing room. You know what I expect. Act like professional at all times, obey my instructions. Watch your heads, keep it clean. Any questions? Let's go to work.
They touch gloves, happily enough, after all the talk before the fight. Haskins here might be very dangerous early. Broadhurst will know about that. It's Bristol against Birmingham. A lot of Haskins fans who've driven over from Bristol across the Severn Bridge, paying the £5.40 toll to be here tonight. Broadhurst, the Commonwealth champion in the black trunks. British champion Lee Haskins in purple. Very different styles, these two.
Yeah, but I thought they blend well. He's very unorthodox. Lee Haskins punches from all sorts of angles, and he does think his power will be good at this weight division.
Took out Ross Birkinshaw in a defence in 4 rounds last time out, did Haskins. But the outsider tonight, his punches will come from unusual angles, and Broadhurst, although he will have watched tapes, actually facing the man a little bit different. This might be something a little out of left field from what he's used to.
But Broadhurst already looks a little puzzled by the style.
They can't do that either. Shove him across the ring like that with Haskins with his back turned. So that's not a good sign. And
Frustration for Broadhurst.
Broadhurst being made to miss. He says that his superior amateur pedigree means that he's faced every kind of style, and he thinks he'll have the answer to Haskins. So far not. Looking for straight punches through the middle there with the right hand. He did get there with that one by the look of it.
Well, he's got to try and get his jab off. Straight punches, 1-2 right down the middle will be the combination for Broadhurst. But at the moment he's a bit puzzled, and he's just watching what Haskins does.
Haskins looking to befuddle him and then whip in surprise left hand. Does have a bit of a dig about him. Both of his defeats have come when he tried to move up to bantamweight. Haskins against Shafiwa Munyai, beat him in 8 rounds, and he lost against Ian Napper, tied after 7 in a British title fight. This is more his weight.
As Munyai had a lot of height and reach over Haskins.
Broadhurst can't get going in this first round, that's for certain. Can't seem to work him out, can he?
No, waiting too long and then being caught with the left hand for the most part this round.
Can't get that jab going. He's usually pretty precise with that. He had a 48% success rate in one of his Commonwealth title defences, but they hardly landed a thing there.
Put your football skills to the test with spotthefootball.com, and you can win instant cash and huge prizes. For just £1.50, you could be driving this Ferrari 430 with spotthefootball.com. For 85p, you could be the proud owner of this Range Rover with spotthefootball.com. Just 45p could win you a pair of Rolex watches with spotthefootball.com. Or for only 30p, you could instantly win an Apple iMac. And every week, the nearest guest to the ball gets a big cash prize. We always have winners on spotthefootball.com.
We don't want clowning. Right, get everything on your side. He's all right. Don't let everybody.
Tony Borg is the top man in the corner, though Chris Sanagar is the man in charge of the Haskins camp. He hasn't been well, Chris. He is here tonight. We wish him all the very, very best. I'm sure everybody in boxing will too. It's the second round. Purple trunks, the British champion Lee Haskins from Bristol. The black of a rather frustrated Don Broadhurst from Birmingham, who's 11-0 going into this fight. He'll be looking for punches through the middle, won't he, Broadhurst?
Yeah, he's going to start not trying to catch the chin, which is often moving as he sways away. Just start aiming for the chest, the target that's there more often.
Truth was, very little landed indeed in that first round. Haskins waiting, maybe looking to whip in a counter, just sneak the odd southpaw jab like that. He's got that right arm swaying almost like a cobra, waiting to strike, but will it strike?
Well, Broadhurst needs to up the tempo a little bit. At the moment, Haskins is boxing to his level, doing what he wants to do. Broadhurst needs to push the issue more.
Little punch almost on the break there by Haskins, but sneaky with that one. Seemed to get away with it. Just providing angles here for Broadhurst. They must have worked on this, the Haskins camp, with little raiding tactics sent away again. Needs to throw a few more himself, I would suggest, Haskins, mind you. Clipping right hand. Broadhurst shook his head as if to say he wasn't worried too much by that, but I do believe it landed.
Yeah, there's not much landing yet, but what is landing is from Haskins.
If Broadhurst is the operator that many people think he is, he will work this out at some point, but he hasn't yet.
Yeah, he may think that the second half of the fight, when Haskins has at times looked to run out of steam, might be his time in the fight. Take control there.
Just edging a little closer there. Haskins probably pickpocketing this round at the moment with his little pot shots and away again.
Yeah, well, he's the only one that's getting any punches off. Broadhurst made to miss again.
Good hand speed from Haskins. What he's doing at the moment is just about working.